Well, look at what we have here. We are 72 hours into the NBA season and already have a team been investigated. Hello and welcome. I am delighted to connect with each and every one of you. The NBA has launched an investigation into the Philadelphia 76ers for violating the league's participation policy surrounding Joel Embiid. Unless you believe this is part of a load management plan, which I don't believe that's what it was or is, then there was some type of injury or setback we don't know about. Sixers management PR team has always been so damn secretive. It's not even a lack of transparency. It's just straight up lies. I feel like the Sixers are being dishonest pertaining to Joel Embiid. You look at other teams around the league and they disclose properly and have no issues. And now look at the Sixers. They got themselves into an investigation every 3 months or so that is completely avoidable. I don't need to be reminded by anyone that this is an incompetent organization run by a bunch of absolute clowns, and it's embarrassing. In all seriousness, Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey are going to have to suffer consequences for how they publicly handled Joel's availability. The simplest answer here is there is something wrong and they don't want to tell us. It's the same thing all over again. Nick Nurse comes out, speaks to the media, says the team is trying a better, new, different plan with Embiid. He says his star player did not re-injure himself and feels that he is not quite ready, strong enough. He's not ready to go. I don't believe a word that comes out of that man's mouth. I don't. Oh, he's just not quite fast enough or strong enough to go. And this right here is exactly why the Sixers are under investigation. This right here. Nurse can reiterate that Embiid did not re-injure himself, but I have my suspicions about him. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Something happened that they are not telling us. The only thing I can think of is he's more injured than they have publicized. I would also expect him not to play back-to-backs anyway because Embiid is someone who likes to take nights off. Great player, talented big man. He's definitely important to everything the Sixers do. He's the anchor of that offense. If you don't have him, you're not winning an NBA championship. I think he's hurt. Definitely Embiid has been nursing some kind of injury that the Sixers know about, but just keep it hush-hush. And look, Joel Embiid has never played more than 68 games in a season, and he was limited to 39 last season due to knee surgery. He returned just in time for the New York Knicks in the playoffs. The Sixers ended up getting eliminated. Embiid did not spend the summer rehabbing, and instead he went to go play for Team USA in the Olympics. I'm assuming the league just wants to look into his availability and coming and going within the rotation, within the lineup of the Sixers. And what it is the league is starting to take notice of Embiid's lack of availability consistently from season to season. What I'm going to be interested to know and learn as this investigation gets underway is if there's a reason he's missing games because he has surgery. There has been substantial injuries from his face to his ribs to his knees. I mean, the list goes on. You name a body part, he probably has injured it. The man has had every type of injury you can think of. Start naming all the body parts and he's probably injured it. Maybe he should have preserved himself for the NBA season and passed up on the Olympics. And as we know about him, Availability isn't his strong suit. And the Sixers don't help their own cause a single time by constantly lying, stretching the truth, and doing and saying weird things. And the thing for me is either he has been hurt and should not have played in the Olympics, or he is ready and feeling good to go and should have played opening night. I think he exacerbated the injury plan in the Olympics and needed some more time to recover. If Embiid wasn't healthy for the opener, why would he play in the Olympics? It doesn't make sense. The other thing that I can think of is that he took time off from basketball and is now getting into game shape. Instead of him playing his way into shape, a different approach is being used. Out of nowhere, he's suddenly out multiple games with incredibly vague updates from the team. Should we not be upset? Their best player can't even start the season when we had reason to believe that he would be ready to go. This is what it looks like now for the Sixers. So now you're not only without Paul George, but Joel Embiid as well. If I had to guess based on everything I've seen and heard, they're being overly cautious. I don't think they just want to manage this differently and potentially better. It's not so they can give him a break so he's not worn down when they really need him. The weird behavior from this team with whatever is going on with Joel Embiid continues. It's funny how he plays every game for Team USA, but the NBA season starts and he's out a week, refuses to play back-to-back this season, didn't play not one game in preseason. Everybody looks silly in the way this has been dealt with. I think the malpractice committed by them is too obvious to ignore at this point. I can't take them by their word. If this was always their plan regarding Embiid, make it clear weeks ago and not the night before the season opener. There is no reason the fans shouldn't be infuriated with either Joel Embiid or the team. The guy can't stay healthy, and he was injured before the season even started. Embiid is lazy when he plays sometimes, okay? He is. He's 7 feet tall, playing a sport that he should be dominating. I don't have any idea what the Sixers are doing. What I do know is that Embiid has been fragile his whole career. I don't think this is fair to fans who spent their hard-earned money to come see stars like Embiid, and this guy is instead sitting on the sideline unavailable. He just signed for 3 years, $193 million to play basketball. His laziness from prior off seasons resulted in injuries year after year. And now the Sixers are at a crossroads trying to hide the fact that he's unable to play a full NBA season by dressing it up as him being a load manager. And it really was crazy that he sat at that game last night not feeling ashamed that his teammates were busting their ass. It's his team. He's the main guy, and he's absent on opening night. I've literally been saying this about him. He's lazy. Takes a couple of shots, makes some of them, and then get back to being completely out of it again. It's annoying. His commitment to being the most dominant player is second to none. So big, powerful, and skilled, and yet he lets it all go to waste. If only he tries to play all 82 games and sacrifices enough to win, Philly may have a chance in the East. This is your job. This is your occupation. The Sixers paid you to do a job, to show up to games and produce. And when everything is going great, and when he starts to score the ball, he suffers another damn injury that sidelines him. You know, that's Joel Embiid for you. It's been that way. It's been that way each season with him. You know, so now the league is investigating. They're doing their homework on this. They're trying to see what is really going on here. And hopefully we will have answers in the coming days. But I think I already know. I think I know what it is. I think it's the fact that Joel Embiid is not fully committed. He's lazy. And the Sixers know more about this. They have knowledge about this. They're just not telling us what it is. And my gut feeling is that his injury is a lot worse than what the Sixers want us to think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm getting out of here now. You guys take care. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for keeping up with the content. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out your boy in upcoming videos. We'll talk soon. I'm out of here now. Peace.